Did you know that someone can file a tax return in your name and pocket all the refunds due to you? On March 7, 2023, a federal grand jury in Austin indicted 7 individuals in a stolen identity refund fraud scheme. Between 2018 and 2021, these 7 individuals allegedly used stolen identities of accountants and taxpayers and filed 371 fraudulent tax returns, claiming over $111 million in refunds from the IRS. These numbers are astounding. In 2021, the IRS flagged 3.5 million tax returns potentially filed by identity thieves, with refunds totaling approximately $11.7 billion for additional review through 155 identity theft filters. 39,578 tax returns were found to be fraudulent and prevented the issuance of $249.8 million in refunds related to identity theft. But many went undetected, and refunds were made. The crime and the conspiracy highlights the dangers of the growing menace of identity theft and the importance of protecting our personal information by following the 3 M's mantra: maximize security, minimize information sharing, and monitor your exposure. An indictment is merely an allegation, and all the 7 defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty. But if they are proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt in a court of law, the conspiracy is alarming. Let's see the modus operandi of criminals who steal identities of unsuspecting Americans and defraud them of millions of dollars. For many more such stories, be sure to visit besecure.and-save.com. The gang allegedly collected stolen identities by various means. The exact sources are not known, but it could be by purchasing from the dark web, mail theft, unscrupulous people who had access to the information, etc. The gang also collected addresses they controlled to use in the scheme. These addresses would be used to receive the fraudulent refunds. They also prepared prepaid debit cards to receive the fraudulent refunds. The gang then registered with the IRS, posing as authorized agents of multiple taxpayers. The stolen identities relating to the victims and their real tax preparers would be used. Armed with this validation by the IRS, the conspirators then allegedly directed the IRS to change the addresses on file for the taxpayers and to send their tax information, including account transcripts and wage records, to the addresses controlled by the conspirators. Conspirators now have all the information they need to electronically file tax returns claiming fraudulent refunds. The IRS has hundreds of filters to verify tax returns, but these filings passed through all these checks and were successfully filed and processed by the IRS. Prior to issuing tax refunds to some taxpayers, the IRS allegedly sent verification letters to the addresses controlled by the fraudsters. The conspirators obviously instructed the IRS to release the refunds. Funds amounting to $111 million would be split among several prepaid debit cards they had acquired. Prepaid cards have fewer controls on them than on regular credit and debit cards issued by banks. Cybersecurity experts say the use of prepaid debit cards is making it easier for hackers to withdraw large amounts of money before detection. Once the tax refunds were deposited onto the prepaid debit cards, they laundered the funds by purchasing, among other things, money orders from local stores in amounts low enough to avoid reporting thresholds. They also indulged in designer clothing, cars, and other luxuries. Treatment charges each defendant with varying crimes, including mail and wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, money laundering, and access device fraud. If convicted, They face sentences varying from 2 years to 20 years in prison, monetary penalties, restitution, and forfeiture for the various crimes. To protect ourselves from becoming victims of identity theft, we would like to reiterate the 3M's mantra: maximize security, minimize information sharing, and monitor your exposure. One tip to maximize security: register with the IRS to get an identity protection PIN. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for many more such videos.